なんとかたまったよ。永遠に止まれ、エターナルラビリンス。
So you read the title correct. Aios has used her powers to actually stop Gogeta's fusion from ending. That's right, the translations have came for this particular chapter. If you've seen last video, then now we have the translations for it. So if you're brand new, make sure to hit that like button. Likes go a long way on this channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. That way you won't miss a video. The title page says the most diabolical warrior stands in the way. They're talking about Broly here. For those ones who want to know where exactly they are still in the selection realm. It's just, it's destroyed. Gogeta, after defeating Omega Shenron, next opponent is Broly. Looking at his opponent, he says, "Sir, you're next." Interesting. And of course, Broly doing what he do most. He's screaming, he's powering up. You can tell how calm Gogeta is. He's getting into his fighting stance. And just like I explained in the last video, there's really no competition here. Gogeta is stronger than Broly at this point. Broly is over here getting uppercutted, blasted straight in the stomach, being pushed back. It doesn't matter what he throws at Gogeta, Gogeta overcomes it. Shortly after going through a ki blast struggle here, this is when Rebel or Rebel here, she says, "Did the space-time just crack?" Now, if you didn't notice, this was in reference to the movie Dragon Ball Super Broly, when Gogeta blew and Broly actually broke the fabric of time. They switched dimensions. And for those ones who've seen this video for the first time on my channel for the first time, there are more references from the promotional anime and that movie. Now, getting back to the situation here, Chima chimes in by saying it's not impossible with such powers colliding together like this. He continues on by saying, if we let them be with unleashing their energies, it won't be long before the fusion unravels. So they're banking on Broly pretty much timing out Gogeta's fusion. He goes on by saying after that, there won't be any trouble. When he's cut off, he realized that he can't move. As he thinking this to himself, he realized, don't tell me that this is, as he shoots over to Aios. We've seen plenty of times before Aios has the power to freeze people in space, freeze people in time. Also realizing that she broke out of his own attack on her own. Talking to Chima telepathically, she says, "So you're trying to time out the fusion, huh? As long as I'm around, I won't let things turn out that way you want them to." Going back over to the battle, you can see that Broly and Gogeta is punching each other so bad, so hard, that blood is literally coming out of their hands. We didn't really get to see all this in the promotional anime. We didn't get to see these details. That's why I always said the promotional manga is better than the promotional anime. 10 minutes or 8 minutes is not enough. Of course, we did see this scene in the promotional anime right here of them both punching each other at the same time. Nice clear shot of Broly actually tanking that punch and punching Gogeta down to the ground laughing. But it was short-lived because Gogeta came right back up with that same flying kick that he did in Dragon Ball Z Broly, that Super Dragon Ball Heroes did in the promotional anime as well. Now, of course, since that attack actually pushed them back into a mountain, this is when Gogeta follows and they get into a test of strength. Both of them smiling, actually showing that they both are enjoying this fight. But Broly does win that scruffle because he is able to catch Gogeta off guard, swinging him around and throwing him off into the distance. Now, of course, Gogeta, he stops himself, he gains his footing, his ground, and this is when everything starts to light up around him. I initially thought that something was going on, that maybe the Mengra or Rebel was interfering somehow, but no. This is Gogeta realizing that his fusion is about to wear off. He starts to glow up white. And speaking of the Mengra and Rebel here, they said your time is up. They're laughing and they said once the fusion warrior is gone, there would be no more threats to our plans. As we can see, Gogeta's over here begging his fusion to last a little bit longer. This is when the author shows somebody snapping their fingers, and we see the time symbol actually around Gogeta. And the Manga and Rebel, they're shocked. They're trying to figure out what's going on. The fusion stopped defusing. This is when Aios yells out that she stopped time from affecting his body and that he has 10 minutes. You're free to go wow. So he can use all his power, full power, for the next 10 minutes. You can actually see how relieved Gogeta is looking right here. This is when Rebel, she looks back at Chimo. She's like, Aios, I thought Chimo had her. But then he realized, or she realizes, that he stopped moving. Gogeta says, thanks so much, Lady Aios. I can go at him at full power like this. As he put both of his hands up, looking like a Big Bang Kamehameha, but it's not. And this attack proved to be too much for the Super Saiyan 4 legendary warrior, as it completely engulfs him. As the dust and smoke settles, we can see that Broly's still on his feet. Gogeta here with his arms folded says, come on now, let's enjoy these 10 minutes. So we see an agitated and angry Broly. Now Rebel here, she don't take too kindly of what Aios is doing, so she tries to attack her while Aios is actually busy. She's freezing Chimo, and then she's also helping Gogeta at the same time. So both her hands are being used. Before Rebel can even get a shot off, somebody attacks her. This is the current Supreme Kai time, with the Manga actually going over there to see what's going on. The current Supreme Kai time, Kurana here says, you think I'll let you do what you want? Those who disturb time and space must face judgment. They both together say by the name of the Supreme Kai of time. The narration going as follows: a battle between gods. Let me know what you guys think about Aios here freezing time or not allowing time to affect Gogeta's body. I personally thought it was a nice touch. Fusion ending always been a thing in Dragon Ball except for Gogeta apparently. So it was a nice touch to actually see that it was going to happen with them. Like I stated in my previous video, the union that everybody was talking about in the title for Super Dragon Ball Heroes promotional anime 48, that union has to be the two Supreme Kai of times. But I do want to ask you guys, what do you think is going to happen with Goku? Because right now he is on the ground. We haven't even seen him in this manga. In the anime, he's down on the ground. He's beaten. He already used Kaioken times maybe 20. So do you think he's going to bust out Ultra Instinct? Is it going to be Ultra Instinct Omen, or is it going to be the completed version, silver hair and all? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I'll see you guys on the next one.